Okay, now, so hear me out. I was on TikTok and I seen this living room entertainment center. Y'all, I was like, this is exactly what I need for my living room space. So come along with me as we recreate this for my living room space. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Guerline and I create motivational, inspirational, lifestyle content for other mothers just like me. And so as you've seen in the intro, this is my living room transformation. I'm super excited as always to do any type of project, right? So this is what we are starting with. Mind you, this is not my furniture. This is the furniture that was in the space prior to me purchasing my house. But this was a good way for you guys to kind of see the size of the living room space and what we're working with. And so I used my friend ChatGPT, yes, I did, to create the look that we were going for. So when I was on TikTok, I was scrolling, looking at different entertainment centers, this ideas, and I came across this TikTok account. I'll put it on the screen. However, her based on the comments that I've read, her husband actually built and did everything, and so I'm doing my best to recreate something similar. It's not going to be identical, but I like the fact that you have the cabinets at the bottom, you have the shelves at the left and the right, you have the nice details on the wall right behind the TV. So I really like that look. And so this is just part one. There's still a lot to be done, but when it comes to design, it really takes me some time because I'm trying to find all of the pieces that I need to make this space exactly what I want it to be for me and my family. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at the sectionals for the space. All right, so let's talk about shopping for sectionals. Those things, oh my gosh, it is so difficult because it's a really nice investment, to buy a sectional. So I was being very particular as to what I wanted, and I was not gonna budge on what I wanted, okay? So the first look you're looking at is from Room and Board. I'm going to put the name of the sectional below. And so this was the color that I was going for, like a nice caramel, little ginger in the orange family, basically, is what I was looking for. Okay, and so I was able to look at that, but the price tag, I wasn't really feeling the price tag. However, there wasn't any room and board near me. I don't know if they even have a store for me to even go and try out the sectional, because that's the only thing when you're buying online, you won't be able to really sit on it and really see how it fits. Okay, so now the next one is from Rooms to Go. Now, I really like the fabric. I really liked the little knickknacks that the sectional came with. The only thing I did not like was the shape. They call it like it's almost like a U shape, and I wanted like an L, or with like sharp corners. I didn't like the curve around the back. That was throwing me off for my design for what I wanted. So I did not get that, and I did like the reclining features, but I did not go with that sectional. Now, Rooms to Go. They had this sectional from the Drew, is it Drew? Property Brothers guys. Anyways, I'm drawing a blank with their name. Jonathan and Drew. So they had this sectional. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with that. However, y'all, discontinued. So my feelings were hurt. I actually went on Rooms to Go, put a comment and everything. Called Rooms to Go. Do you have inventory somewhere? Nothing. They did not have it. And I really like this sectional because it went all the way down to the floor. And if you have kids, you already know. Moving sectionals, having to clean under it, that's a lot of work in itself. And I'm not about that life, okay? So I really like a low profile, something low to the ground where can nothing get underneath it, okay? Now, I went to American Signature. And that's the jackpot, y'all. Don't go to sleep on American Signature, all right? Because this is the look that I found. The first one is a Malibu 5-piece sectional. I really like, as you guys can see, it goes all the way down to the ground. I really like the fact that it goes all the way down to the ground. And I really like the fact that with American Signature, they allow you to customize the fabric. Like what you see is not what all they have. You can look through the little swatches that they have and pick the exact color that you want for your space. Unlike other places like Ashley Furniture or Rooms to Go, what they have is what they have. Ain't no ands, if, or buts about it. They're gonna give you two options. You want this cream color or do you want the gray? So, but I did not go with the Malibu, y'all. So let's look at the other sectional. This is the Winston, okay? So the Winston that you see here is the 3-piece sectional. And I actually went with the 4-piece sectional with the chase, all right? So that's what I wanted because, y'all, we don't play about our family movie night. So our family, we love family movie night on our Fridays. And so I wanted something that is very cozy, something that's very comfortable for us to really relax and enjoy. And so that is what I decided to go with. And so let's talk about my experience at American Signature. So because I already knew what I wanted, it didn't take long for me to just walk in there and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And the guy that was helping me, I'll put his name on the screen. He did an excellent job with helping me with this whole process. And so I told him the color that I was looking for. We looked through the swatch book and I found the exact fabric and texture I was looking for. And you'll see it here on the screen. And then he even went a step further to say, okay, do you want the chaise left facing or right facing? Here, use these blocks to help you, make sure that you get it facing the right way. And so I was thankful for that. All right, so now let's talk about ChatGPT. Okay, so as you guys saw in the beginning, my inspiration, right? And so what I uploaded into ChatGPT was my current living room size and setup, the inspiration. I also included the current floor color of my living room. I added some other prompts in there, such as an accent chair. I said, leave the fan the same. I have sage green drapes, stuff like that. And so I also told ChatGPT to create in the space a round coffee table. It didn't do that, but y'all see in the next screen. All right, so once I press submit, this is the image that was generated through ChatGPT. Let me know what y'all think because minus the coffee table, I feel like everything looks really, really nice. The accent chairs, it will just depend on once I have my sectional in the room, if it's going to make sense to have 1 or 2 accent chairs. I'm not pressed about it. However, it looks nice. So this is the space. The rug is not going to be that light of a color. However, this is really speaking to my vibe that I'm trying to create for my family. And that's basically it for today's video. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the process. And if you've watched my previous videos, you guys can see a theme here. I always need a visual. I always need something to look at as my inspiration so that I know everything's going to come together the way I imagined it. The sectional that ChatGPT generated, I even added a picture of the sectional that I was looking for prior to finding the Winston. So when I go to the stores, I go to the rep and I'm like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. And they really can't give me what I want except for American Signature, which I was very thankful for. And that's going to be all for today's video. Stay tuned for part 2. Well, let me just say this though also. The sectional is custom ordered. So therefore, it's going to take a couple of months before I'll receive it. So this room reveal will take some time for me to do. Honestly, realistically, it's going to be around November, December of 2025 when I actually do the reveal. However, I'm going to take you guys along the process, right? So the sectional is ordered. Now I just have to get all the pieces for the entertainment center and the other knickknacks. They'll come with time. And so, yeah, that's it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. Like it, share this video to somebody who is looking to redo their living room and maybe need some inspiration as well. If this is their vibe, send it their way. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.